एक वाटर का एक वो कैसा स्टार्ट करने की जैसे इसकी पाँच अलग से वीडियो बनाना जैसे मान लो आपकी स्पीड है आपको मान लीजिए जैसे अपने पास उसका भी टाइप वो स्पीड था तो वो आपकी रोल ऐसे एक रूल्स पहले हो जाते हैं वो भी official website. You can find out and you may also go to this website. Even we use I personally I like this one. TV. UK is like a half master of Oxford. Toastmaster of the day, one who posts the mission from the we talk about the word of the day and what would be the topic. We decided by PM. We decided by the PM and who has the matter of PM. We have a dedicated member for every role. We decided by PM. Yeah, this is totally last time we had been books. Very common thing like maybe something which is everybody this very important.
First of all, before starting the meeting, I would like to distribute equally between both the sides and come in the front as much as possible. Please. Okay, so good evening everyone. I welcome you all to meeting number 444. So as you can see with all the marvelous decorations done by our Toastmasters team, we are celebrating Republic Week. Not day because it's on 26th, so Republic Week. And today our keynote will be telling us more about Republic Day and what is the difference between Independence Day and Republic Day, because even I didn't know about it. So I googled it. But today we will know more about it. So before starting the meeting, let me share some ground rules. We have some rules for this Toastmaster meeting. So first rule is I want you all to either switch off your phone or keep it on silent mode. You will have 10 seconds to do that and give me a thumbs up when you do it. Okay. So water facility is, as you can see, they are right beside your seats, and washroom facility is on the left. And avoid crosstalk because whenever a speaker comes here, it requires a lot of courage. So have this in mind, and we have this rule in Toastmaster that whenever anyone comes on the stage, they are required to shake hands with the person leaving the stage. So always shake hands. So that's about the rules. So we have a mission in Toastmasters. Like everyone has a mission in their life, Toastmasters also has a mission. which is extremely big. That's why I'm using my phone to read it. The mission of our club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. It was really like so. Before starting the meeting, let's bring the josh within us because we are into the Republic Day week. So we'll do this via an activity. So let's start with an activity. So we have some balloons in the back. One side will carry a balloon in their hand and another side will have pen in their hand. You have to save their balloons and you have to try as hard not to punch them but the balloon. Okay? Can we all do this?
We don't have to give to everybody. We have to divide the different groups.
Yes. So this side is having balloons, so you can distribute them.
So we have to save the balloons?
Yes. Yes. Like you are running for life, you have to run.
We can pass it. So like I'm getting from this side. You have to there is still 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Let's start.
To save the element, you cannot hide it.
Okay, one person, one balloon, because other person will everyone spare a chance to everyone. Okay, only one hand.
Time start you.
Let's start. I'm not hiding it, it's there.
Teamwork, you know.
We have two winners who saved balloons. So with this, I announce this meeting as open. Now I would like to call presiding officer Toastmaster Hitesh to come on the stage. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, before moving forward, let's understand more about Toastmasters International. What Toastmasters International is all about. So, Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization that help people improve their public speaking skills, communication skills, and of course, leadership skills. Now, let's know the man behind Toastmasters International, Ralph C. Smedley, who founded Toastmasters International in 1924. Since then, he has grown Toastmasters International bigger and bigger. And today, Toastmasters International is around the globe, covering 149 countries and has 16,000 clubs. And among which Jaipur Toastmasters Club is one of the clubs. Okay, but what makes Jaipur Toastmasters Club stands out is that we are the largest community club in Rajasthan. Now, when I say largest, I mean this. So, this is the real JTC family. What you are seeing today is not a complete JTC family. This is the real JTC family, and it is the pick from one of our PR events which we hosted last year in October. And apart from these regular meetings, we keep organizing such PR events, tracking, and tomorrow we are going to have a badminton session. So we keep organizing these fun activities. So you, once you become a Toastmaster, you will get a lot of fun. Now we make the headlines. Now when we say we help people improve, this is what we mean. This is the social proof we have. It is from one of the renowned publications, Gaining Password. Other than this, we have institutions as well. We keep organizing different education sessions in different institutions, and this is one of the pick from it. And this is the result of what we do. Our commitment and hard work speak for itself. These awards and recognition is what helps us keep going. And it is our in-house winners. Like last year, we had a club contest, and these are the winners who are. Yeah, one of them is present today. TM Abhijit, who started the meeting, who is doing the role of staff today. Also, I want to tell you that next month on February we are going to have a club contest, debate topic contest, and international speech contest, and the dates are about to be announced. So this is something you can keep in mind, and you can come to celebrate our winners, to encourage our participants. Now, organizations which are making their headlines, which are making winners, and which is going bigger and bigger, cannot run alone. It requires a team, and this is our team, our executive committee. The very first person we have is President T.M. Fahim, immediate past President T.M. Now. Other we have is our education team, T.M. Krishnanshu, T.M. Shashank. T.M. Shashank is the now, other than this, the another important part of the club is the Vice President membership TM Nitesh. If you are a guest attending today, you might have a call from my side, and this is what I do. I provide a welcoming and supporting environment to the guests. Other than this, we have Vice President Public Relations TM Teek, Assistant Vice President Public Relations TM Anusha, and Secretary TM Rohit, Treasurer TM Anusha. Last but not least, our Sergeant at Arms TM Shakshi, the one who is responsible for maintaining the decorum of the room, and she is one of the person who is behind the today's decoration. Other than her, TM Shashank, TM Anusha, and me was the one who is behind this decoration. So this is all about our committee member. Now comes the other two important part of our club, who is the ultimate hero, Naveen Parwal DTM, and our very first president, Sangeet Rajoria DTM. Now, this is the time to introduce to newest Toastmasters. So last week two people joined Toastmasters. One of them is TM Jyoti Yadav and TM Jajat Khandekar. So I will begin by welcoming TM Jyoti on the stage.
Thank you.
So before you leave the stage, I want you to hear from you, like tell us something about yourself, like introduce yourself to the club, and Tell us that what you are looking forward being a Toastmaster.
Um, my name is Jyoti Yadav and I basically belong from Rewari, Haryana. And I have traveled whole country because of the transferable job of my father. And after that, my own transferable job. I am currently working in SETI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. I'm in Jaipur. So this is all about me. Um, I joined this Toastmaster Club to get the other person know better. Means I want to improve my communication skill. I want to let the other person know what exactly I want to communicate. I think this is one of the best skill that one can have in today's time.
Okay, so the next person we have is Tia Tejas. So please welcome. Okay, so Tia Tejas, same thing. Share a little about yourself and then what you are looking forward being a Toastmaster.
My name is Jaipur Toastmasters. I am a student of ACCA FIA and my hobbies are making drawings and playing golf. And I am a content creator. And in future, Toastmaster helps me to clear my interview of Christ University of Bangalore. That's why I joined Toastmasters.
So basically, he's preparing for his interview for admission in the Christ University, and this is the goal of becoming a Toastmaster. Now, I would like to welcome our first-time guest, Yash Karan. Please. So since you are already here, you know what you are going to decide. A little about yourself and what you like, where you were a Toastmaster previously.
Hello everyone, my name is Yash Karan. I used to be part of Big City Toastmasters Club. I joined a couple of meetings here. I believe I already met PM Neha. And like 3 weeks ago, Himanshu is one of my friends. He updated his status that he was in a meeting. So I reached out to him that where are you going, which club it is. So he said that there is a club called Jaipur Toastmasters Club and they do meetings on Sunday. And the reason why I was not able to continue being City Toastmasters Club was it was far. I'm from Jaipur, and traveling along on weekend was a little difficult. So I thought that now I have a friend who is also planning to go to this meeting on a regular basis. So I thought, why not give it a try? So I came here as a guest and planning to join the club soon. Not too much expectation, just like a generic expectation to help me with my communication skills and my public speaking skills, and looking forward to being.
So congratulations, guys! We are going to have a new Toastmaster in the upcoming weeks. Now, this is the time to introduce our Toastmaster of the day, the Sarthi of our today's meeting, the aspiring entrepreneur, TM Nishan. TM Nishan loves balancing. Balancing balance sheet as a chartered accountant and balancing flavors as a chef. So please help me welcome TM Nishan to the stage. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
If I say Happy Independence Day, what do you feel?
Independence.
Freedom. Goosebumps? Yes. If I say Happy Republic Day, what do you feel? Nothing. Why? Because nobody told how much pain it had while constituting, while going through the journey of the Republic. Even I didn't know. But when I was selecting the topic, since it's Republic Day is going to come, I thought, why not this topic? And when I was starting, I started searching about the republic, how we attained republic constitution, how the journey began, and finally it came to me that apart from independence, being republic is also one of the most important things, and it took a lot of pain for the people, for the leaders available that time. So first of all, let us start with certain questions. When we got independence, basic question. All the questions you must all be knowing. So yes, please, anybody can answer.
15th August 1947.
And when is the Republic Day?
26 January 1980.
Okay. So who was the chairperson of the committee who formed the constitution? Let's change the level. Who took over the charge on the date of independence from the Britishers?
Mountbatten.
He gave the charge. Who took over the charge?
The Constituent Assembly.
So you are the law student. Okay. So we never thought of it. How it is possible in a single day that we take the charge of such a big country, and who were the persons, how they took the charge. It's a long story. It's not a small thing. So if we talk of independence and if we talk of Republic Day, it's one and the same thing. How? If I am not independent, I cannot be republic. And if I am independent but not republic, then also there is a problem. Now, what is this republic? We all say Happy Republic Day, Happy Republic Day, Happy Republic Day. What is this republic? You are not that republic.
Law-abiding citizen.
Anything.
When the constitution was formed and was introduced.
Okay. Anything else?
There is a movie on Bhagat Singh, in which Ajay Devgan has played a role, and there was a dialogue in that कि अगर हम मतलब बेसिकली गांधी जी के हिसाब से अगर हम आज़ादी लेते भी हैं तो ये ब्रिटिशर्स चले जाएंगे बट बुरे साहब आ जाएंगे. So this is all about republic.
Republic is for the public.
It's basically the rule of public.
Okay.
Basically, change of rule from British rule is the change of laws.
Okay. What is the difference between republic and democracy? Let's come to the next question.
So it's when we became a socialist, sovereign, democratic, and a secular
What is the
state.
difference?
So the difference is
There are
that
two
we
certain
do
difference.
not discriminate by religion, caste, creed, age, all these things.
No. So let us begin our section with this. Because we enjoy Independence Day. Yes. We fought, we did this, that, everything. Why not Republic Day? India is celebrating Republic Day. We are also celebrating, but we don't know what we are celebrating. Actually, we know that Constitution was formed. That's it. And we are not bothered about that. Right? So if we talk of Republic and democracy, democracy is what we said, it's all about the people, by the people, for to the. So there are two forms of government. One is democratic. Democratic means the leaders are being chosen by the government, by the people, by the citizens. If we talk of the republic, we choose the legislative members, and you can say MLAs and MPs. Then they choose the next president or the prime minister. So there are two levels. We choose our leaders, they choose the leader of the country. This is republic. So there are two forms. Let's come next. If we talk about the Constituent Assembly, what Toastmaster just told, our republic, our independent, our concept of independence, our preparation for the Constitution journey started in 1934. We got independence in 1947. We got our Constitution made in 1950. But the procedure started in 1934, way back. One of our leaders, Mr. M.N. Roy, we don't know, he approached with the idea Constituent Assembly, when we take over the charge from the Britishers, who is going to take the charge? So there has to be an assembly. There has to be a group of leaders of the persons, like we have the legislators. So he came with the idea. It took 1 year to National Congress to approve his idea. Then National Congress was not in power. So who was in power? They approved that constitution in 1940. It took 6 years for this basic thing. Right? So it was not a small thing. It was going on. Then what has to be the framework of the assembly? How it has to be formed? Total there were 389 persons, members. Now India was divided into different concepts. How there were certain states, you can say, certain provinces, certain states which were governed by the Britishers. There were certain states which were governed by the kings. Two different concepts were there. How we have to make the members from those states. That was again one of the major areas of concern. So the states were divided, and the states which have control of the Britishers, there were 296 members, and the states where the control of kings was there were 93 members. First elections of that committee was held in July to August 1946. So 1934 to 1946. It took almost 12 years to form that legislative assembly. Okay. So coming next to the meeting, our first next journey will be for the prepared speeches. For prepared speech, then those table topic speeches and then evaluation. So for prepared speeches, first of all, I would like to invite our general evaluator, Toastmaster Anusha. She is again CA by profession. She is doing job in a multi MNC, and she is treasurer at Toastmasters International right now. I would like to invite Toastmaster Anusha.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, I'm General Evaluator of the Day, Toastmaster Anusha. So, what do you think? What does a General Evaluator do? Anybody? Exactly. As the name suggests, General Evaluator is evaluating the meeting generally, like from the bird's eye view or overall. It is very important to evaluate something, to get feedback, to improve in future also. So, but I can't do it all alone because it's a huge meeting, lots of roles are there. So I have my team together, which is the tag team. I would like to call my team one by one on stage and they will explain their role to you. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Himanshu, the timer of the day.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So today I have privilege to be a timer of this meeting. So let me brief you about like what my role is. And before that, I just want to make sure that you can treat me as or trust me as your navigator, not as a traffic cop. And see, I have 3 flags in my hand. The green flag, which will guide you like you're cruising well. The yellow flag, which will give you intimation that it's a gentle caution, like your time is getting up. And red flag is time to conclude your journey. And a small brief about the prepared speeches. That the prepared speeches time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. Out of that, green flag will be raised at 5 minutes, the yellow flag will be raised at 6 minutes and the red flag will be raised at 7 minutes. For the table topic speakers, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes, where the green flag will be raised at 1 minute, the yellow flag will be raised at 1.5 minutes, and the red flag will be raised at 2 minutes. And for the evaluators also, we have the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes, in which the green flag will be raised at 2 minutes, the yellow flag will be raised at 2.5 minutes, and the red flag will be raised at 3 minutes. So I hope everybody will be in line with the timings. And today my aim is to help us all to respect the most important and valuable resource in the room, that is time. I hope we are already getting late, so let's follow the time. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manju. Now, I would like to invite our next team member, which is Toastmaster Yajat, as our counter.
As a counter, I am, if anyone in speech is, अगर कोई बोलते बोलते अगर अटक जाते हैं तो मैं बताऊंगा कि कितनी बार अटका है।
Thank you, Toastmaster Yajat. Now, our last team member is Toastmaster Jyoti as Heart Master.
So today I got the opportunity to be a Heart Master. So anybody guessing what the Heart Master does?
Distribute chocolates.
That's one of the surprise. You don't know whether you get chocolate or something else. But yes, so basically the Heart Master asks the questions from the meeting, and at the end of the session, I will ask the questions, and the person knows the answer, you need to raise the hand. So the person who raises the hand first will be given the opportunity to give the answer. If the answer is right, he gets some surprises. So are you ready for the surprises?
Yes.
Okay. So let's progress.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti. So this was my team, and we all will be evaluating all the role players and speakers today. And we will again come back after the session of teamwork, and then we will present our. Thank you.
Continuing with the Republic Day forum, we discussed about the committee formation. Now, how the elections were held and how the committee was actually formed. So, 93 members, as we discussed, were being given by the princely states, the authorized representatives or the kings, whatever. Total, as we discussed, somewhere around 229 or something members were from the states, elected members from the states where Britishers were ruling, and 4 members were elected from the chief commissioners provinces. These were the provinces Delhi, Ajmer, Turk and Balochistan. So once the committee was formed, till then independence came and the separation of India and Pakistan also was there. Now the committee has been formed, separation is there, so certain members belong to the areas where Pakistan was there. So again, it had to be reformed on the basis of areas which were available in India. Committee was restructured. Before that, how the elections were held. We have never observed whether there was any election before independence. For the states where Britishers were there, elections were held for the seats, and those people, only 10% of the Indian population, those people who were having properties or basically certain benefits, they were allowed to vote, not the ordinary citizens. And finally, members came to the assembly Now let us come to the prepared speeches. Our first prepared speech, I will call for Toastmaster Yash. He is a law student. He is a law student, and I am damn sure that he is going to be a perfect lawyer. But he wishes to be the professor in law college. That is again the best platform here that he is pursuing to become the leader, to become the best speaker and the best professor as well. Before I invite him, I would like to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Neda.
Today I have the pleasure to not just evaluate a Toastmaster speech but also my brother's speech. So today he'll be attempting his level 1 project 5 speech, which is evaluation and feedback, the second speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback and apply the feedback to this speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he has applied the feedback received from his first speech. His speech title is Freedom of Speech. Timer, please note the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you.
Toastmaster Yash, welcome to the speech. And your topic is freedom of speech. Wonderful. Freedom of speech. Toastmaster Yash, please.
Well, that is how we express ourselves to the world. We have perhaps been given the best tool in this world, and that is the way we communicate with people. And today, we are not just on the pedestal to climb to the 77th year of our republic, that is of the day when our constitution came into effect, that is 26th of January 1950. And we'll be on the 77th year of our enforcement of the constitution in just 2 days' time. But on an important note, I stand here before you all today to raise that one thing which led our people in the Constituent Assembly to debate, and that was speech. It was because they were able to communicate among themselves and debate on the issues that were presented before them and how the nation was grappling with the situations that the nation was grappling with at that time. It was only through the medium of communication that these things got addressed. As the speaker for today, I want us all to revisit those moments and throughout my speech imagine the hardships as well as the decision making of our Constituent Assembly. When it comes to the important factor that speech is something we often use to communicate our feelings, our emotions, be it the joy of winning a race, of scoring good in an exam, of finishing the paper within time and communicating on a phone call to our parents that आज बहुत अच्छा पेपर हुआ, I had a good paper today. All that is possible because of the medium of speech and of course the air around us. Because if there is no medium, then our words might not be able to reach to the listeners. That is an important facet. The next thing that we all must keep into mind is that we must, while speaking, always use words that touch the hearts of people, but must not at any time pierce the hearts of the people. As the popular Kabir Doha goes, ऐसी वाणी बोलिए कि मन का आपा न खोए, औरों को शीतल करे, आपहु शीतल होए, which literally translates into the following: that we must speak such a language that touches the hearts of people and not such words as convey an emotion whereby the heart is pierced. A very important thing, another important thing that we must remember is that when a constitution took effect on 26th of January 1950, the important thing therein was the existence of Article 19.
And that Article 19 basically says about and deals with the freedom of speech and expression, among the other freedoms such as freedom of movement, the freedom to reside in any part of the territory of India, among others. But when it comes to Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A, that is the freedom of speech and expression, there are certain reasonable restrictions which are enshrined under Article 19, Clause 2. These are pertaining to decency, friendly relations with foreign states. Now, what does this mean? That when we speak, let us take an example. I am a person that loves to sing. So does it mean that at 12 a.m. in the night, I can open my mic and sing सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हम बुलबुलें हैं इसकी ये गुलसितां हमारा? Even though the song might appear patriotic, but because it is being sung at 12 in the night when people might be sleeping, there is a reasonable restriction that decency does not allow you to sing on a mic at night. And we also have a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in this regard, which is in re noise pollution dating back to the year 2001. When it comes to the second thing, that is the freedom of movement and the other freedoms enshrined under Article 19, they too, like 19(1)(a), have reasonable restrictions. This means that any sort of right comes with a set of duties. And so, what it essentially means that a right has a corresponding duty. Even if I have the right to sing, even if I have the right to sing my favorite song before an audience, that right has to be reasonably exercised within the hours of the day. And after 10:30, I cannot sing a song on the mic, even though I may very much be able to enjoy that song while taking a bath. That is bathroom singing. But when it comes to conveying my vocal variety to the people out in the open, I cannot do that on a mic. This is something we all must remember. Lastly, I would like to say that the Constituent Assembly, while giving us this constitution, faced many hardships, and we must all remember that they had a ton of tasks in their hands, and they did a delightful job, because when we look around the nations around us, they do have constitutions, but they had to rewrite them on a variety of occasions. But ours is a constitution that has the connotation of being the lengthiest document, but still it is the most flexible one too. Why am I saying that? Because the constitution has stood the test of time and again, and we are able to see its results today. That while writing a speech, we often fear that this might not be the best way to communicate my message. However, it is the right to convey our message that comes with us, that sails with us, and right from getting up from the chair to reaching this stage here, we have that one feeling in mind that somebody out there is listening to us. And this has been given to us by our Constitution. So that with that, I come to the end of my speech. I thank all of you for listening to me. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster.
Wonderful speech, Toastmaster Yash. And I am damn sure after this speech that you are going to be the wonderful professor of law. Coming to our second speaker, Toastmaster Veda, I'll have to take the help of my mobile because the brief profile of her is too long. I'll have to scroll, sorry. So, she's right now working as a senior learning development partner at Watt Consulting. She has been to finance and corporate roles with Infosys, RBI, Axis Bank. I'm just telling the shorter forms. Then she has turned to neuroscience-based life coach, corporate trainer, and business coach. Her hobbies include Our hobbies include
Reading, writing, dancing.
no, one hobby I would like to mention. Our hobbies include coffee experimenter, storyteller, and training people. Before I invite such a brilliant speaker, I would like to ask the evaluator Okay. Okay. So I would like to ask the evaluator, Toastmaster Naveen, to kindly provide the level. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Okay, so today the project which will be delivered by Toastmaster Meta. This is a project of introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. So let me explain you something about this project. In Toastmasters, a lot of us are members out here. Most of us have got mentors assigned to us, and the reason we have got mentors assigned to us is because there are a lot of things which we do not know about delivering a speech or drafting a speech or how to prepare a speech. Okay, so in this particular project, Toastmaster Meta should be describing an example as a protege. There is a mentor and there is a protege. So I mean, what was our experience as a protege? And I'm going to be evaluating the speech based on the objectives, because the purpose of this particular project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. What is mentoring all about? And what did she learn out of her experience from mentoring? How was the experience overall? And the second thing is that in this particular speech, she'll be delivering some aspects of of how her experience was as a protege. Because of course, the experience may be mixed. She must have had a good experience, or maybe something in which she had some difficulties. So that will all be shared in this particular project, and based on this, I'll be evaluating her speech. And the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Alright, and once I deliver, after she completes the speech, I'll be delivering the evaluation. Okay. Thank you. So let's welcome Toastmaster Veda with a few round of applause.
Have you ever stood on a ledge, on the edge of a cliff, when you started something new in life? A new job role, a new speech, or even a new responsibility? How many of you have done that? Raise your hands. Wow, quite a few. Last year, in the month of June 2025, I also stood on the ledge when I was elected as the Division Director of Rajasthan. People, they saw the title, they saw the badge, and they saw the accolades that came along with me. What I used to feel, what I used to see, was a lot of panic and a lot of sleepless nights. Before I introduce you to how I have transformed as a protege in Toastmasters from last year to this point of time, I'd like you all to close your eyes. Think about when you came on the stage of Toastmasters or anywhere in your life for the very first time. Think about it. Did you feel a lot of panic? Did your mind shout, "Hey, don't mess up"? I see quite a few nods. Open your eyes. Ask yourself the question once again. How do you feel now when you come on the stage? Does it feel a little easier?
Yes.
Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Does it feel a little more comfortable?
Yes.
Well, how did that happen? Because all of us, we didn't grow alone. We grew with a lot of guidance. That guidance came from a few mentors, a few people who came on the stage before you and inspired you. That is the entire journey of me getting quite a few mentors in Toastmasters, and I'm here to share that story with all of you. When I was elected as the Division Director, there were a lot of preconceived notions. Number one, Megha, you have to always be available. Always be available. Second, Megha, you need to reach out to everyone. Shuffle, no, don't shuffle your contact list. Call everyone. Third, all your conferences, your travel, all your expenditures will be paid up. Don't worry about it. Well, when I missed one call and I had to always be available, I was labeled as having a no-care attitude. When I didn't reach out to everybody because a few conversations drained my energy, I was told that I disrespect those people. While all my travel, conference expenses were paid off, there were thousands that I spent out of my pocket. So when people saw the title, when people saw the position, and when people saw that, hey, she's the division director, nobody saw the panic, the pressure, which was behind it. Today, I'm not here to make you afraid, to make you scared. Rather, I'm here to share that there were a lot of people which helped me to stay awake and come on the stage today. With that one vision of bringing a lot of clarity, connection and consistency to Toastmasters of Rajasthan in the entire community, we've now created a core team of 9 people, 2 of which are sitting here today, Toastmaster Nusha and Toastmaster Yash. There are area directors who support me, and there are a lot of other people who guide me through. With their guidance, I've learned that it's alright to miss a few calls. It's alright to sleep and have a personal life, to have clear boundaries, and it's alright to spend money because I'm not entitled but I'm committed. When I hear these words and I hear these thoughts, because my mentor told me this one line, Megha, you are a human first and a leader second. With that humanity, with that safe haven that my mentors have created for me, I can stand here today with a smile on my face and pride in my chest. And I feel more powerful than ever before. We could achieve a lot of results together, not because we had a wonderful team, but because that team had wonderful mentors. The first achievement was about my own personal life, and that is okay, no problem. So that was having a new job at an organization that allows me to have an international exposure. In my own Toastmasters life, we could bring together 16 clubs of Rajasthan and have wonderful training, wonderful conferences, and one of our members also won the district level contest. The third is something very, very important, and it's both related to my personal and my professional life. I was dealing with a lot of personal health issues last year. I was not financially strong, but today, when I see myself supporting my family, I owe all the credit to Jaipur Toastmasters Club because this is the community, this is the platform that has brought me to this shape that I am living in. So all in all, Toastmasters helped me to lead with clarity, to speak with courage, and to be consistent in life. How many of you want courage, clarity, and consistency? Please reach out to your members, reach out to your mentors, talk to them, because they will turn out to be the people who challenge you directly, but they care for you personally. Thank you.
he has to go somewhere.
Thank you for those masters. Okay, the reason I'm giving the evaluation right now first is because after half an hour I have to do another evaluation in an online class. Right, so probably I'm a master evaluator. Okay, so all jokes apart. But yes, this is a very important project, as I mentioned before, of introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. And the best thing that we could envisage is that we all know who the speaker is, our division director, Medha Chaturvedi, and she explained the significance of her role and the challenges which come up with this particular important role of being a division director of our esteemed division. Right? She had mentioned very clearly in this that is the challenges she faced and the strategy of how she could develop the division and the learnings she got while being a division director. And I mean, it all came out of proper mentorship which she received. Now, there are certain things which are very key to this particular project, which I would like to highlight. The first thing is that probably you could have considered, that is highlighting who your mentors were. Probably you have mentioned about 2 or 3 mentors you had. So who were those mentors? Acknowledge your mentors in this particular project, and what you got out of them. I mean, what were you before from a particular mentor, and because of his mentorship, what did you become? So that's one of the key things, because as an audience, I would like to know that if you have gained so much, what can I gain if I apply the same principles which you have got from your mentorship? So probably you could have considered highlighting your mentors and the learnings from them. That was a key thing. And the second thing probably you could have also mentioned is that what inspired you to transform from your mentor. Probably it could be someone internal within the organization, or maybe someone external in the organization. But what or who caused that transformation, or who inspired you to transform? So probably these are 2 things which you could have considered in this particular speech. But overall, it was well organized speech, and I mean the opening was very impactful because you got the audience engaged by asking them certain questions. Alright, so the impactful opening, very well structured speech, but it's very important in a speech to acknowledge who your mentors are and the learnings you got, and how we, if I'm a prodigy, how can I also transform myself to be a better human being or a better person through the mentorship. Thank you.
Thank you. Coming next to the third speaker. The third speaker is Toastmaster Shashank. He is pursuing MBA in International Business Management, and to suppress the depression and all tensions, he is playing badminton. He is going to the trekking where he is alone and he is finding certain, I don't know, animals or what. But definitely when he comes back, he is relaxed and he can pursue his course. So before I invite him, I would like to invite the evaluator Toastmaster Hitesh.
So for TM Shashank, it's going to be his L2P1. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify their primary style. The purpose of this particular speech is for the member to share the impact of their styles on others. The title of the speech is One Ticket, Zero Filters. I wish you all the best, TM Shashank.
Toastmaster Shashank, 1 ticket, 0 filter, 0 filter, 1 ticket.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Before I start with the speech, I would like to ask you a simple, sober question. Who here likes to travel solo? Everyone. Can anyone tell me why? Why do they like to travel solo? Anyone?
Find yourself.
To find yourself.
Nobody rushes us to get in the morning, get ready.
This is the best answer.
Like I can plan my trip according to my schedule. I mean, I don't need to stay at one place for 1 day or for 5 days. Like it depends on me.
Great answer. I actually do that so because see, I don't want anyone to call me in the morning saying, please be ready, or please be on the time, the train is on the time, please don't be late. And you know, in India, solo travel is a myth. You actually never truly travels alone. There's always an uncle sitting next to you who wants to know yourself. There's always an auntie sitting in just front of you who wants to fix a marriage. And a dozen of bhaiyas who actually wants you to book a hotel which actually their cousins own. So I am a type of person who is a direct communicator. I like my brutal honesty over the kindness. Sometimes I like my peace, my social boundaries. So with that, I last year I booked a trip as a solo trip, and it all started on a train. Sitting on the train, enjoying the view from the windows, a complete the new vibes, a complete new fields. I was just enjoying myself, and being a Banya, I was just calculating how much the government would have earned. The train was full, finding a mileage on my phone of the train, and suddenly the uncle sitting in front of me asked me a simple question that, "Beta, are you traveling alone? No friends?" I actually, while I was thinking about the answer, he opened a packet of thepla and offered me one. And then a normal person would have reacted that, no, thank you, uncle. I am just traveling alone because I like to travel solo, having my own quite peaceful time. But Shashank, I said that, uncle, actually I am traveling alone because I don't like the other small talks. I don't. I find it very exhausting. I find other small talk very pointless. And the theatre you're talking about, it's actually way too oily for my diet. So, thank you so much. And you won't believe that uncle actually didn't just stop talking to me. He actually left that compartment to another, and I was so happy, I was so thrilled, but I didn't realize that I just became the villain for him. So, after the train, when I reached the destination, I met a guide there. He showed me a lot of places, and when we are on the way to a historical temple, he was telling some new stories about the temple. And after we reached there, he told me that this particular stone of the temple is actually 5,000 years old. And you won't believe that it glows in night. My honesty couldn't handle it. I opened my phone, I checked on the Google, and I said, bro, it's actually made in 19th century. And the glow you're talking about, it's just the LED street lights over there. I'm electing your 20% because you lied. And the face he made. Okay. On the third day, I think to spend my time with me. So I asked many of the locals there. They told me about a mountain. I actually love trekking, so I went on the mountain to see a sunset. I stood quietly sitting on the mountain, enjoying the view. The winds coming from here, the birds chirping from here, and the sun just in front of me. And when I closed my eyes, I was just feeling the very warm light. And when I just opened my eyes, the complete city was shining. The view I could see was perfect. But I actually, being alone, I was not able to tell anyone that it was perfect. The sudden realization that my brutal honesty actually had created a wall so high that no one could ever climb over it. I just realized that there's always a gap between a brutal honesty and a kindness. In India, we all are living with a different culture. We all are here with a kindness. I realized that the uncle who is telling me, asking me about myself, and he was not just actually trying to invade in my privacy, but he was actually trying to share his breakfast. And the guide there, he was not trying to lie to me, he was just saying his story. A sudden realization just changed a complete point of view in my life. And when I returned from the trip, I came with a very important souvenir, which is the realization of the thing that the truth is always a powerful tool, but kindness, it is what we always wanted in our life. Without kindness, there's no peace. Kindness is a best travel companion for us. And with that, a solo trip, a simple solo trip, changed the complete realization of my whole life. That's all for my speech. Thank you so much.
Wow, what a great journey. As an audience, I feel that three speakers in a meeting is a perfect combination where we get different perspectives. So kindly clap once again for all the three. Continuing to our journey, there are certain highlights how a country changed post-independence. So there's a break time. After break time, we'll again start with our journey. 2 minutes break is there. Anybody who wishes to use the washroom facility? Thank you. Nice speech. Okay.
Actually, I like I started. And so and other words.
So it's basically how does our brain work? How does it keep stopping us? How it is not interested in our happiness, but just survive. There are some languages जैसे अभी AI में भी न्यूरो NLP यूज होता है. तो NLP की जैसे अपना ब्रेन सेल्स बनाते रहता है, न्यूरल नेटवर्क बनाते रहता है. AI but still it uses a few of the concepts of neuroscience also. Based on how do you use your brain? How do you use your brain as a tool to take action? So it is designed to stop us to just survive. इसीलिए पॉकेट भी आता है ना, पॉकेट वाला को बचाना है. नहीं, हमारे खुद के ईगो को, इमेज को बचाना है. हम यही करते रहते हैं.
आधा घंटा
You start here.
Please come forward. Medani, please.
Forward.
Yes, thank you. I know life is about survival, but let's survive it. Nitesh, Abhijit ji, all the senior members of Toastmasters Club, let's come forward to join the legacy. Thank you. Great. So let's come to the certain important aspects of how the constitution was formed. First meeting of the constituency committee, it was held in December 9, 1946. Mr. Sachidanand Sinha was the temporary president for only 2 days. Then Mr. Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the president of the committee. On the 9th of August 14, 1947, just before independence, the Constituent Assembly again had an assembly and they took charge from the Britishers, signed the treaty and all, and they took charge, and then the country came into existence as it is. Drafting committee, as we are talking about the constitution, the drafting committee was formed in 1947. We have started from 1934, and the drafting committee was commenced in 29th August 1947, just after the independence. Again, they took almost more than 2 years. November 26, 1948, the constitution was presented, and on it had 395 articles divided into 22 parts and 8 schedules. This is about some legal formalities. The constitution was effective from January 26, 1950. Out of total, this is very important, out of total 299 members, 284 members were available and they all signed on the constitution. To my opinion, this should be the highest attendance ever in any of the assemblies. It was very important. The original copies of the constitution are still preserved in the library of the parliament. You can visit there and you can see them. It is in a helium-filled cases, just to preserve it. Then officially first elections were held in October 1951 to 1952. What elections? Because now the constitution has been implemented. So as per the constitution, first elections were held. First president, of course we know, just to remind, Dr. Rajendra Prasad and the first Prime Minister, please join. Let's come back to our routine, our table topic session. For table topic session, I would like to invite Toastmaster Sakshi. Please.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So let's start our table topic session. table topic session. So, hello everyone, I am Sakshi Baludia. I am your table topics master. So, in the table topic session, I prepared some interesting questions where you all have to come on the stage and give an impromptu speech and challenge the fear of speech. And today the table topic session is little different. Like, because it's Republic Week, so I prepare some questions regarding our freedom fighters who will be there on the time, who will be creating the constitution, who will be fighting to the Britishers, and from the today's world, our questions are different. Like our problems are totally different. So if they were present here, how they answer it? For that, I call our first table topic speaker. So who want to come first? Anyone, please. If you come. So the question is, if you are a Mahatma Gandhi and this is your question, is non-violence still powerful in today's America? How you answer for? Yes, sir.
Yeah, wait. Yes, sir. Nal, sir. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Deepak Jetwani. And recently, I was watching some of the YouTube videos about Mahatma Gandhi. So, what I learned about there are too many misconceptions about Mahatma Gandhi. That he is in something wrong with the time at that point of time, and we went that time. The kind of institutional that we are having, we have 90% population who are illiterate. We are not having food for them. So Americans send those foods to India. Apart from that, one of the incidents that I remember when the partition was happening at that point of time. So some I think Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they are approaching Mahatma Gandhi to stop the violence in Bengal. So Mahatma Gandhi went over there because before that massacre happened in Punjab, because there were two divisions that was separated. One is from east and the other Punjab. So there were too many murders and all that were happening over there. But Mahatma Gandhi came to Bengal, and at that point of time, just because the movement that he governed of non-violence, there were only few cases that were presented when Mahatma Gandhi were there in that Bengal. And one more thing that